Hello people. My camera kind of shrunk down on me a little bit. I don't know what's going on here. Let's try it again. There, that's a little bit better. The problem we're having today, kiddies, the tube is directly underneath this, ½ inch. You drill into it, you got a problem. So I made a jig to fix the plates. Now I've got to unbolt all that stuff off my work back up there. I can't find my cutting fluids, so I've got to protect my angle cutters. Isn't that great? I'm running the mag drill on the camera for a reason. I've got a new software, program, whatever, so I can edit the sound levels. So one minute you're not listening to me talk, and next minute you're getting blasted with grinding, cutting, and other shop type noises. Which I happen to be really good at doing. Oh, so back over here. What the hell was that? So if this one gets published, it means it worked. Magnetic screwdriver to try to clean up some of the stuff. This is a win. I'll take it. I got stuff laying everywhere, people. It's just the nature of me working. Okay, let's see. What I did is I took my mag drill because I had to go so shallow in here. Right there's your tube. You cut into your tube, you got to go in there and fix the tube, and then grind and re-weld the perch and all that work. So let's see what's up next. We'll cut it and show you what we got. Some days I just amaze myself. Chip up leak because you can't reuse them. Just a little love tap. It's about 88 degrees in here. I worked until 4:30 from 6 o'clock yesterday morning, and I was a whip pup. I was in bed way early. I was in bed with the kindergartners, trust me. Let me get my burrs out of the way. I'm getting all these test sounds: grinding, cutting, drilling, hammering. And I'll grind the spot welds off of my handy plate that I use for just about everything for some reason. And it allowed me to use my mag drill safely. Those things have so much torque, okay people? If it starts to break loose and you grab it, it's going to break your arms and ribs and anything else. That's the reason why you watch me use my fingertips so it'll just pull away from my hands, and I won't have the response to try to grab onto it, because it'll be out of my hands instantly, which means I'll pull my hands back. You get a grip on it, you're going to tighten that grip up. Not with this thing. I don't care how big a man you are. That sucker will break your arm and hurt you. It'll break your wrists, your fingers. It gets wrapped up in your clothes, it's going to hurt because it's going to twist this crap out of you. Maybe break some ribs. Dirt. I bought it when I was working on that Mac that I rebuilt, sent over to that private collection out of state, changing from the hinky looking mud flaps. I put the chrome ones on with springs in them and everything, so I had to drill holes in the frame in a couple of places. I was using the foam spray, not what I have on my rust blaster. I hit it with the foam spray, and just 1, 2, 3, push my 2 fingers down on it, it would punch right through a semi-truck frame. This is a little harder steel, believe it or not. I don't know why, because you notice it was laboring a little bit. But I also wasn't just showering down on it, because I'm trying to keep my bits clean, because they're like $48 a piece. They start off like $28, $29, and they go up to $100, whatever. The larger the size, the more money you spend. So there it is. I'm going to get this prepped and cleaned up. I'm going to bring the springs in and drop them right down in here. The only difference is it's upside down, but you can get an idea how it sets up. First thing I'm going to do is do a quickie here on, I don't have the room, so I'm constantly cleaning. I hate doing that on camera, but I need to put the grinders and the welders and the stuff away out of the spot. Move it, drag this out and do a quick sweep. I'll move the brake drums over the middle, and I just go over and put the springs right down in there. Just to show you, it's not rocket science, but it needs a pin to bolt to stabilize that rear end, because you got the weight of that vehicle and all that torque back here. Now the MGs use a different system. The holes are much larger, and they've got a bushing that goes in there, I guess, to make it cush. But I'm going steel to steel on this part. I'm using the polyurethane bushings for the MG part of the mount underneath. Trying to marry the two of them together. This side of the pond meets that side of the pond. So, that being said, allow me a couple minutes to basically get all my crap out of the way. And we'll do a test fit. Okay, Gertha. I'll just put her up here. I gotta take the angle cutting bit out. I've got my little Armor Freight buzz box welder. Getting pretty good at my welding again. I'm impressing myself. I'm still using a shorter stick, cut in half, because my hand still shakes on my shoulder. But I'm getting my weld back, so to speak. And pretty soon I'll start working a little body work, so I'll start using the flux core. Man, I got a lot of junk out here. All put away. Okay. Got a little bit of noise in the background is my fan. Without it, I couldn't even breathe out here. Just those. I think this would be a good day to drink icy cold adult beverages and sit in front of a fan out here. Get my number 5 BFH out. The number 1 is long handled sledgehammer, and I got a 10-pounder. Had a 20-pounder, but I'm not mad enough to swing it anymore. So I gave it to a buddy of mine who was building something with logs. And I said, well, if you don't hit your shins with this puppy, you'll drive those spikes. Now, it is time for the show to go on the road. First thing we're going to do is thought. It's going to go. Can't believe I'm using it. Goes this way. Large bushing to the front. I gotta fit the pins there. Bushing to the front. There you go, people. I'm racing to get this done so you can see it. Better camera angles. Then I'll pick up and move all my stuff around. Got a little bit of a breeze outside. I got a nice breeze from the fan that you're listening to, unfortunately. This is basically amazing. This is your setup. Stuff up a little bit so I can get a better view on it here for you. And I'm going to call it because I guarantee that camera's starting to overheat. If I'm dying. Let's check it. Yep, it's almost there. People, like, subscribe, leave a comment. See if I can't get you a little bit of a bonus picture here. There she is. The perches were wide enough to allow me to offset the drill. I didn't have to cut them out and re-weld them. I mean, so far this has been a total win. Using the angle cutting bits was perfect for this. These pins are just a tad bit long, so they're going to have to be ground. I'll do that another time. That's the rear end. This is the rear end. I was told it doesn't exist. Imagine that. People, like I'm saying earlier, like, subscribe, leave a comment. We'll be marrying your British polyurethane bushings and some key areas back here, and some good old American oversized U-clamps and a ugga-dugga. By next weekend we will be bolting this in on camera. I'll dress out all the bushings and the final stuff on it. As soon as the plasma cutter gets here, I got to cut the sway bar mounts off the old rear end, toss them up there and clean them up. I got a project to do with those. And then the rear end comes out. Jimmy next week will be picking up the engine and transmission. He's taking all my leftovers. which really kept things looking neat around here. I don't have a pile of scrap metal and I don't take scrap metal in, because the last time I did, I tore up a tire. I spent more on the tire than I did on all the scrap metal I delivered. So he's into that, and more power to him. People, I'm gonna let you go because of the heat. Get this thing shut down, let it cool down in front of the fan. I might get a third video out of it, I might not.